Jake Anderson, a seasoned park ranger, shoulders the responsibility of safeguarding the Rocky Mountain National Park. A guardian of the natural world, Jake spends his days patrolling the vast expanse of the Rockies, ensuring the safety and tranquility of this majestic wilderness. His seasoned eyes watch over the sprawling forests, towering peaks, and tranquil lakes, maintaining a delicate balance between man and nature. But as the sun sets, casting long shadows over the landscape, the Rockies take on an eerie stillness that sends chills down even the most seasoned ranger's spine. The tranquil silence of the day gives way to the whispering winds and the nocturnal chorus of the wild. It's during these twilight hours that Jake's true test begins. One fateful evening, as the moon bathed the Rockies in an ethereal glow, Jake was on his routine patrol. The only sounds were the crunch of his boots on the gravelly trail and the occasional hoot of a distant owl. Suddenly, the crackle of his radio broke the silence. A voice, tinged with fear and urgency, reported a series of strange animal attacks near a remote campground. Jake's heart pounded in his chest as he listened to the distress call. The serene beauty of the Rockies, his sanctuary, had been violated by a terror that seemed out of place in this natural paradise. The once peaceful stillness was now shattered by reports of violence and fear. The urgency in the voice on the other end of the radio spurred me into action. Jake, seasoned by years of training and experience, knew he had to respond. He was the guardian of these lands, the protector of those who ventured into the Rockies. But little did he know that he was about to confront a horror that would challenge his courage and shake him to his core. The campground, once buzzing with life, now lay eerily silent. The once welcoming canvas homes were now torn and shredded, their contents scattered haphazardly around the site. The chilling absence of human life was palpable, replaced by the stench of fear and blood that hung in the cold mountain air. Clothes, camping gear, and remnants of what should have been a fun-filled night were strewn across the landscape, painting a grim picture of an evening-turned-nightmare. Every crunch of leaves underfoot felt amplified in the unsettling silence, each sound a potential alarm of impending danger. Suddenly, a guttural growl echoed through the crisp night air, a clear sign that I was not alone. The growl, primal and chilling, sent shivers down my spine, turning the serene forest into a hunting ground. In desperate need of assistance, I reached for my radio, but my calls for backup were swallowed by the vast mountainous terrain. The scent of blood intensified, signaling that I was not alone. A shape emerged from the shadows, its eyes reflecting the moonlight. The forest's hushed whispers gave way to an earth-shattering roar as the beast revealed itself. Cloaked in darkness, the creature was an embodiment of terror. Its gnarled claws scraped the dirt, and its fur, stained with the blood of its victims, bristled in the cold mountain air. The beast's eyes, a chilling white, stared into mine, its predatory gaze piercing through the veil of my courage. The primal fear that gripped me was not just of a predator, but of a terror that transcended the natural order. It was as if I was standing at the precipice of the known and the unknown, facing a creature from the darkest corners of human lore. The beast was not just an animal, it was a nightmare come alive, a cryptid that feasted on fear. The scent of blood intensified, the air thick with an oppressive energy that seemed to pulsate with every beat of my heart. I was in its territory, the intruder in a deadly game of predator and prey. My body moved on instinct, retreating into a nearby cave that seemed to offer a temporary haven. The cave's walls echoed with guttural growls, a haunting symphony that played on my deepest fears. It was here, in the heart of the Rockies, that I came face to face with the supernatural. My flashlight flickered against the cave walls, casting monstrous shadows that danced with my pounding heartbeat. The creature was a specter in the darkness, its presence a menacing whisper in the wind. As I backed further into the cave, I realized my sanctuary was a trap. The creature was relentless, its roars growing louder, the scent of blood stronger. The air seemed to tighten around me, pressing down with a weight that threatened to crush my spirit. The cave became a battleground, a struggle for survival in the heart of the Rockies. The primal terror of the creature and the oppressive darkness of the cave combined to create a horror that defied explanation. I was no longer just a park ranger. I was a survivor in a nightmare, a man pitted against a beast in the shadows of the majestic Rockies. When the first light of dawn pierced the cave, the creature vanished. In its wake, it left a silence that echoed with the horrors of the night. I stood alone in the cave, my body aching, my clothes tattered, and my spirit shattered. The once majestic Rockies had revealed a side to me that was as terrifying as it was mystifying. My footsteps echoed through the empty cave as I made my way out, each echo a cruel reminder of the night's ordeal. The forest, once a symphony of nature, now whispered tales of a creature that lurked in its shadows, a primal terror that defied explanation. The aftermath of the encounter was a stark contrast to the serenity I once enjoyed. No longer was I just a park ranger, a guardian of the Rockies' natural beauty. I had become a survivor, a man who had stared into the eyes of a creature from ancient lore and lived to tell the tale. The tranquil beauty of the Rockies had transformed, replaced by a dreadful silence that reeked of fear and blood. The towering pines stood like sentinels, guarding the secrets of the forest, secrets that I was now a part of. The nightmares, oh, the nightmares. They came uninvited, echoing the primal roars of the beast, the scent of blood, the chilling gaze of the creature. Each night, I relived the terror, the forest once again transforming into a hunting ground, the cave into a battleground. The Rockies, with their snow-capped peaks and lush green valleys, were no longer just geographical features. They had become the canvas of a haunting tale, a tale that had forever etched itself onto my soul. The creature had vanished, but its presence lingered, a constant reminder of the fateful night. I went on with my duties, patrolling the trails, safeguarding the park, but the forest was never the same. Every rustle in the bushes, every howl in the distance, every shadow that danced in the moonlight was a ghost of the past, a chilling memory of the encounter. The Rockies, once a sanctuary of natural wonder, had become a realm of nightmares, and I was forever bound to the chilling memories of that fateful night.